Are you a peacemaker? Conflict is easy. Working for peace is hard. Jesus said, work for peace. Good morning and welcome to 755 Live. For about 5 minutes, you'll hear all about easy to remember soundbite versions of what Jesus said. And the point is to help you live life to the fullest, the Jesus way. Today's Jesus said comes from Matthew 5:9. We're going to read a couple of different versions today, beginning with the New English translation, where it says, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called the children of God." The New Living Translation says, "God blesses those who work for peace, for they will be called the children of God." Now, this section of Matthew 5 is part of what we call the Beatitudes. I like to call the Be Happies. I believe that these are keys to the kingdom that Jesus gave us. And the meaning behind blessed are those who do this. That word means prosperous, happy, completely fulfilled. Happy are the peacemakers. And notice that it's peacemaker, not peacekeeper. It is very, very active. That's why that one translation says work for peace. God blesses those who work for peace. Peace takes work. It's easy to make chaos. It's easy to stir the pot, but peace takes work. My dad used to say, Aubrey, you walk into any situation with two buckets. You have a bucket of gasoline or a bucket of water. And if there's a fire, you can pour one of those two buckets on what's happening. Well, that reminds me of this verse from Proverbs 26:20. And I use this a lot on myself. Fire goes out without wood, and quarrels disappear when gossip stops. So the question is, are we making it better or worse? Are you working for peace or going with what's easier? Walking away offended, that's easy. Anybody can do that. Gossip or talking to someone else about what someone else did to you, that is easy. Reconciliation is hard, but it's not up to us. It's not something that we have to do in our own strength. We have help. And here's something that Jesus said about peace in John 14:26 and 27. And we're going to read the second verse first and then go back to verse 26. So verse 27 says, "I am leaving you with a gift, peace of mind and heart." So Jesus is leaving us with this gift. And he says, "The peace I give is a gift the world cannot give, so don't be troubled or afraid." Now, we think, wow, that's awesome. Jesus gives us this gift of peace. But the context here in verse 26, he says, "But when the Father sends the advocate as my representative," that is, the Holy Spirit, "he will teach you everything and will remind you of everything I have told you." And so that's in the context where Jesus says, "I am leaving you with a gift." That gift is the Holy Spirit. And that gift of peace of mind and heart is the power of the Holy Spirit reminding us of everything that Jesus said to do and giving us the power to do it. Teaching us to remember everything Jesus said, not just the words, but what he said to do. That's where the peace is. Dealing with conflict. Jesus told us exactly how to deal with conflict in Matthew 18. First, you go to someone. If that doesn't work, then you take somebody with you. If that doesn't work, then you get the church involved. And if we don't do what Jesus said to do and reconcile and make peace, we won't get the results of peace. And our hearts will be troubled and afraid. Paul says, if possible, in Romans 12:18, "So far as it depends on you, live peaceably with all people." And all people means all people. You have two buckets in every situation. Are you adding to the conflict and chaos, or are you making peace? Happy are the children of God. We are the peacemakers, but it takes some work. And thankfully, we have the power of the Holy Spirit to help us. Jesus said, Work for peace. How can you put that into action today? Thank you so much for listening. If this time together is meaningful to you, it would mean a lot to me. If you like it, share it and comment. I really appreciate you. Thank you for your support. And I hope that this time together today has helped you live life to the fullest, the Jesus way. And remember to follow Jesus today. Love first.